What's up guys, Alex here, and welcome to round 1 of Season 5 at F1XL. There's now 3 leagues, and I'm in the second league. Taff, Tuna, Zygon and Tazo are now in League 2. The odd League 1, Jam, Fruit Loops, Speed and Swain have all gone up to League 1. It's been a month-long wait, and I think everyone's been raring to go. I've qualified second on the grid alongside Zygon. I think I had the pace to maybe pip him to the post, but it didn't happen. So on the front row though, I'm on the option tyres. I've got a pretty good strategy, so I'm looking forward to it. Let's see how it goes. So on the grid, the Williams of Zygon. And I'm now at Mercedes. I've had to throw in the towel at Toro Rosso. I'm a bit disappointed, to be honest, but I do like the Mercedes team and I've got a great teammate. So on the grid, here we go. I'm in lean mix for my, I don't know, I prefer to do this start. 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and Season 5 is finally a go. I've got a decent start, decent traction. Zygon's, oh, he's disappeared. Zygon has disappeared, he's had lag. This is unfortunate for him. I've got Fireman, the new guy at Sauber, which is now owned by Jam. The Dutch guy, he's in second now, and going into turn 2. I've not shifted down enough and I've gone wide. Just touched the gravel there, allows Fireman to get past into the lead of the race. I've got Fozzie behind me, but I think he's on prime tyres onto lap 3, and I've closed the gap on Fireman onto the back straight, I think it's known as. And I think at this point I'm slightly quicker. I'm getting the slipstream, but I'm not going to be able to make a move stick on that corner. Going purple, but I need to be a bit more patient, I think. Onto lap 4, and I've gone into the pits. Fireman stayed out, so hopefully I'll get the undercut. My strategy was to go prime for the rest of the race. I felt that was better, so I could push harder on the primes and not have only about 4 laps in which to do it on. So coming out of the pits, I come out in P12 just behind Bowie. There's a large group of cars and that mid pack. I think it's got Taff, Tuna and JG as well, I think, or F1XL Jump as he's now known. As you see there, I did get the undercut. Onto lap 6, and Tuna goes a little bit wide on that corner, turn I don't even know, and I'm past him. I'm past the Williams of Tuna, and on to lap 7. I've closed right up to Taff, Bowie and JG. Taff goes a little bit wide on turn 1 and I get him. And going into turn 2, I'll be looking to try and take Bowie, but he defends the inside, so I try the outside and make it stick. I think I've got much better traction at this point in the race on those tyres, and it does hinder my entry into the next corner, but I did make it stick, so happy about that. And now I'm just trying to defend from Bowie, but I think Fireman's attacking him, so he's too busy looking behind him, and as you can see there, Fireman does get past. And later on in the lap, I've closed in on JG in the Ferrari now alongside Linz, and I've got the slipstream. He defends the outside, so I try and stick to the inside. I have to kind of cut the corner a bit, but I do make it work. Little bit of contact on the exit, I think, but it's okay. I'm not sure if JG spun it there. I saw him look a bit sideways, but onto lap 9, and I'm leading the race now. My tyres are quite worn at this stage, and I've got a lag spike, and Fireman's passed me, and now Fozzie's passed me. But that's not good. That's not good at all, and I think both of those guys are on newer tyres than me, so I don't have a chance in catching them up. And on lap 12, I come in for another set of prime tyres. So as you can see there, they're orange, but they're not hitting the cliff, which is good. I'm able to push the whole way, I think, but yeah, not great. I was a bit disappointed to lose the lead because I felt I could maybe try and defend against Fireman if he did catch me up, but you have to get on with it. I suppose lag spikes happen to everyone. And I've come out in 7th behind Clarky-san, but Clarky's yet to pit, I think. And I've got Bonta Bullets behind me. Can Bonta Bullets pose a threat? No, he cannot. And on to lap 19. Fozzie has come out the pits, and so has Fireman, and I've closed the gap. and I'm trying to go around the outside of Fozzie like I did on Bowie. Fozzie is on the options though, and is able to take a much tighter line and still get the traction to pull away. So there's not really a hope that I can catch Fozzie. He's going to have to push now to get Fireman, which I think he does do. And I'm just going to have to hope that that slows Fireman down enough so that I can try and compete for second place. On lap 21, I've closed in on Fireman, and I go into the pits, but Fireman goes in too. So it's going to be all down to the wire, with no pit stops left after this. Mercedes boys are out. Can they give me a good pit stop? Yes, they can. And look, it looks like I come out ahead of Fireman, but then somehow he goes in front of me. It's a hard one to tell with that one. It looked like really the Sauber pits should have kept him in, but whatever. Anyway, so 22, 7 laps remaining. That's minus this one. And I am a bit frustrated at this point, and I'm trying to get past Fireman, and I shouldn't have really tried that move, so I do apologise. I could have taken us both out then. I should have known better. I think next time I'll be much more cautious doing those kind of moves. I don't want to get the Maldonado reputation like I did last season. But he goes a little bit wide there, and I managed to get the inside. I think that's Zygon who manages to get past 2. So Zygon is now on a push. And on lap 25, I get a corner cut penalty, and as you can see there, it was a corner cut, I suppose. It's very frustrating. I'm kicking myself at this point because I've just thrown away a second place. On lap 26, get another corner cutting penalty, and yet again it is very, very close, but it is a corner cut, and everyone knows corner cutting on this track is very easy to get, I suppose. Zygon now gets the DRS. I suppose I've not been concentrating too much. I'm really annoyed at myself. He gets past, and now Clark is right behind me too. I think he tries to have a go into turn 2, and he's trying to go around the outside. He brakes a lot later. I do give him space, just enough, and he does get through, but he's not got a great exit out of that corner, so I'm using all my curves, trying to go on the outside, and the road's getting narrower, and unfortunately there isn't room for both of us to go through that corner. But he has gone wide on the exit. I think he might have got a bit of a dodgy line out of there. I think he was quite close to Zygon, but I've had to cut the corner because we both weren't going to fit into that turn, and that is it. That's what, a third corner cut penalty now. I am well and truly out of this race. But I'm still driving, and on lap 27, the final corner, I cut it yet again. As you can imagine, I'm quite mad at this point. And on lap 28, 1 lap before the end, I get disqualified. The game has finally put me out of my misery. So that's the race over. It was good. Really, I should have got P2. I had the pace to get that, I think. But anyway, India's next, and I won that last season, so I look forward to seeing everyone then. Goodbye.